Call the meeting to order and ask for a roll call.
Blunier.
Here.
Hilliard.
Here.
Leach.
Here.
Menold.
Here.
Newman.
Here.
Parrott. Here.
You join me in Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
No public hearing or presentations. Anybody in the public like to give a speech? The consent agenda tonight is the approval of the minutes from the regular meeting, October 16th, 2023, the closed session of October 16th, 2023, and the approval of the bills. Yeah.
Motion to approve. Second.
Any questions? Call the roll.
Parrott.
Yes.
Newman.
Yes.
Menold.
Yes.
Leach.
Yes.
Hilliard.
Yes.
Blunier.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Okay, I have one item tonight. You want to read that ordinance?
The liquor license?
Yeah.
You want me to read the whole thing?
No, just the top part of it.
The title of it?
Yep.
This is an ordinance amending Title 3, Chapter 8, Section 6 to the Morton Municipal Code regarding number of liquor licenses.
So Julie has informed me we have 3 changes to that. B3 and E on the second page concern the unum closing, the outside and inside liquor sales. And the Class 1 is Seasons front sidewalk sales, which they haven't used yet, but they have a license for the tables they were talking about out front. Anything to add to that, Julie?
No, that's it.
So those were the changes. If we could have a motion.
Motion to approve. Second.
Any questions? Call the roll.
Blunier.
Yes.
Hilliard.
Yes.
Leach.
Yes.
Menold.
Yes.
Newman.
Yes.
Parrott.
Yes.
Motion carries.
That's all I have, Village Clerk.
I would just like to congratulate the Morton 9-year-old football team on winning their league championship this past weekend.
Oh, that's cool.
Had a lot of happy kids.
Thank you. Village Administrator.
I have a couple items tonight, Your Honor. The first of which is I'm asking for approval for the renewal of our insurance package through the Illinois County Risk Management Trust, ICRMT. They're our normal carrier that we have been using.
We could have a motion.
Motion to approve. Second.
Basically, this is an increase of just over $60,000. As the insurance agent told me, the biggest change is the umbrella liability, which has gone up almost $28,000, just over $28,000 due to lawsuit payouts and that type of thing. The rest of the coverage is just as everyone may have seen with your own homeowners. It's just the increase in coverage because of the increase in cost.
Okay. Any questions? Call the roll.
Menold.
Yes.
Newman.
Yes.
Parrott.
Yes.
Leach.
Yes.
Hilliard.
Yes.
Blunier.
Yes.
Motion carries.
And the other item I have tonight is to present the audit of the fiscal year that ended April 30th, 2023. There's a lot of information in here, if you care to read any of it. Basically, I just wanted to go over the fact it's what they call a clean opinion in the auditing world, which means there was no issues that they encountered in their auditing process. The letter that they include with this that you all got a copy of, it just basically goes over that there were no difficulties dealing with myself or the staff. The only major thing that they noted is that they corrected what they call misstatements, which are the capitalization of assets that we either constructed or purchased. Under our policy, we expense those on our books, such as the water treatment plant. The cost of those are shown as an expense. Under the governmental accounting standards, those are capitalized and created into an asset, so they reclassified those expenses as assets. But otherwise, there's a lot of information in there. You know, if you have any questions, if you look it over, give me a call or come in and stop and see me.
So Julie, do you then reclassify those on your general ledger?
We do the ones that they do for the water and those, the water, sewer, gas
Okay.
assets, we do those.
Thank you.
But we don't on the general fund because of the way that they're treated on our side, so.
Thank you.
All right. Any questions on that? All right. Chief of Police.
Couple items tonight, Your Honor. First of all, I'd like to invite everybody to the Morton Police Department this Saturday from 10 to 2. Ask that you grab some canned goods. We're teaming up with the Midwest Food Bank, and our goal is to stuff a squad car, but if we could stuff 2 or 3 with canned food, that would be great. Again, all the donations of that will be served here locally, and just a good way for you to meet some officers and to get back to the community a little bit. So.
Thank you. Great idea.
Second item tonight, Your Honor, is I seek approval for the purchase of 3 Ford Explorers at the state bid price of $40,985 from Morrow Brothers Ford.
Move to approve.
Second.
Any questions? Call the roll.
Blunier,
Yes.
Hilliard,
Yes.
Leach,
Yes.
Mennel,
Yes.
Newman,
Yes.
Parrot.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Okay. I would like to speak on the vandalism down at Memorial Plaza a little bit while we have the chief here. We've had sinks damaged and other things. We've had it over the last few years. We do have a list of young people that aren't even allowed on the plaza. I think that's a shame in Morton. You know, we had $1 million out of business district funds, and the citizens raised $900,000, so it's nearly a $2 million plaza. And the bathrooms keep getting damaged. So right now, one is closed because of vandalism. So much damage to the sink, and the walls had to be cleaned. You know, and those are open. I live downtown, there's a lot of people that walk and have strollers and kids, and it's an opportunity for older people to use bathrooms or anybody. And we have them closed now, and it's just a shame that we have this kind of vandalism, and maybe the chief could speak on that a little bit.
Yeah, I would. We are doing extra patrols on those, all the parks, but especially the one there at Memorial Plaza. We just asked that if anybody sees anything suspicious or kids misbehaving, that you give us a call. Or if you know of anything after the fact, please let us know. Anything we can do to help get those bathrooms back open so people can use them would be fantastic. So.
Because you know, if the weather's nice, the Christmas tree lighting, the place is packed. So we need bathrooms, and we also have lights in the flower beds that light the trees. You know, it ought to be able to be kept nice here in Morton of all places. So if we can all look out for that a little bit. And also, I walk my dog downtown a lot, and I think we need to be a little bit more careful with our garbage. It's amazing how much garbage is thrown out the window in this town. I had one young gentleman, I asked him to clean it up. He took an entire pack of large French fries from McDonald's and threw them out the window like chicken feet. I happened to stop and I asked him if he couldn't clean it up. I said, either me or you got to clean it up, and you threw it out the window. So I just think, you know, it's a pride of downtown. We mow our grass in this town. We just need to watch what's going on a little bit. So that's all I have to say about that.
We do have some surveillance in Memorial Park, right?
They do, yes, but obviously inside bathrooms would be off limits.
Do we have as much as we can on the outside?
Yes.
Okay.
And that's how we've been able to come up with some of the.
And believe it or not, I had one of the young gentlemen wanting to talk to me about a year and a half, Craig, ago. A nice young man, could sit there and talk to the mayor fluently, and I just asked him why he had trouble, and he had a little home trouble, but he wanted the right to go down there and use it, and I wouldn't give it to him, and neither would the chief. And he was a little troublemaker, but he was a brilliant kid, you know. There was really no reason for it. So I think we need to be on the lookout if we're going to protect our assets, because as citizens, the general fund, your tax dollars has to pay the repairs of the plaza. You cannot use business district funds for the repairs. So it is coming out of our tax dollars, the repairs on that facility. And so I'm just asking everybody to keep your eye open. All right, we'll move on to Corporation Counsel.
Nothing tonight, Your Honor.
Director of Fire and Emergency Services.
Nothing tonight, Your Honor.
All right. Director of Public Works.
Several items tonight, Your Honor. First is item A, is a resolution authorizing joint PUATS funding agreement for 2024 fiscal year.
We could have a motion.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Explanation.
Yeah, this is just our annual funding to PUATS for their 20% match to fund their operations, and ours is 3.8% or $8,741.
All right, any questions? Call the roll.
Hilliard,
Yes.
Newman,
Yes.
Blunier,
Yes.
Menold,
Yes.
Leach,
Yes.
Parrot.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Next two items are from the Plan Commission meeting, and both of these were recommended for approval by the Plan Commission. First, item B is petition number 2307 SP. Subject property is located at 139 East Ashland Street. Petition has been filed requesting a special use of this property. The current zoning is B3. The proposed change would be B3 with a special use to permit a food processing business.
We could have a motion.
So moved. Second.
Yeah, so this is 139 East Ashland. This would be what I would call the former Country Kitchen, former Pizza Ranch that was split into two businesses. Unit B, which is on the south, would be proposed to be a special use to permit a food processing business. I believe this is Arts Tamale that's currently operating not in Morton and is expanding their business and would like to move here.
Any questions?
So were there any restrictions that were recommended since it's under special use?
I don't think there were any. I mean, I spent a lot of time on it with the petitioner too. A lot of times our concern is obviously we have another unit here and explaining clearly that there are off-street parking requirements. We only believe there's 2 spaces needed for the food processing, but those would be things that would be limiting. So I think the business adjacent to the north would be limited by those factors, and I think they know that they got to go through site plan review to make sure that they meet our code.
Do you feel comfortable with just being able to work with them, or should it be something that we add to our motion tonight if there's anything that you want to ensure they fall in line with?
Yeah, I mean, I feel comfortable. They have to go through site plan review. I think just making sure all of you and the public realize that there's certain things, and we're dealing with this a lot more now, that it really is a responsibility of the business owner and the property owner. I think that's one thing over the last several years that is tough for us, that people are kind of pointing at us. I welcome people to review the code and ask questions, but I think on that site when you combine one or separate one into two, what was already a piece that Arby's went on to, I think there are limiting things for the next business. And splitting a business into two limits, if food processing leaves, it limits that business in the future also. So we've been clear about that. Separating utilities is a big deal. Not only the electric, the gas, the water, those are things that we are requiring. So I think through site plan review, as long as I have all of your support, I think we feel comfortable as a staff that we can control that. But
Okay.
there may be kickback to you guys or questions. I would just encourage everybody to circle back to us always, and we're glad to explain where it meets the code and doesn't.
And when we say separation of utilities, they're conduiting the building off. So separate water, separate gas. So if somebody else leaves, it's sold. They don't have to go through somebody else's gas, somebody shuts it off, somebody water. We're done answering those calls at City Hall. If you're conduiting buildings off, you're having separate utilities, and it's the property owner's problem to solve, not the tax dollars. Okay, we have a motion and a second. Call the roll.
Parrot,
Yes.
Newman,
Yes.
Menold,
Yes.
Leach,
Yes.
Hilliard,
Yes.
Blunier.
Yep.
Motion carries.
Next is item C. This is an ordinance making amendments to Title 10 of the Morton Municipal Code regarding Old Morton District provisions for B3 zone properties.
Motion?
Move to approve. Second.
Again, this was recommended by the Planning Commission unanimously. This has come up in the past. The Old Morton District doesn't require off-street parking requirements. That's the main reason for this change. So if in fact there are properties that are zoned to B3, which is one of the catch-all, it's the last business catch-all of all businesses, that they would still be required to have off-street parking requirements. So just a normal routine zoning change into the old Morton district wouldn't make them exempt also. So the code was changed for that. And then also in that, it would not allow living quarters over the B3 business like it does B1 and B2 in the old Morton district. Be happy to answer any questions.
It's not addressed in this.
Any questions? Call the roll.
Blunier.
Yep.
Hilliard.
Yes.
Leach.
Yes.
Mennel.
Yes.
Newman.
Yes.
Parrot.
Yes.
Motion carries.
That's all I have tonight, Your Honor.
Okay, village trustees, anyone have anything? If not, can we have a motion to adjourn?
I move to adjourn. Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
See you later.